Hi, my name is Eva Palliser. I'm going to speak about my grandmother, Eva Palliser. Our grandmother, Eva Palliser, lived a traditional way of life with her husband, Hubert Raymond Palliser. They spent the summer months at their salmon fishing place in Back Run and winter months in T-Pound in Back Bay. Our grandmother was the wife of a skilled hunter, fisherman, and trapper. Therefore, her cooking of wild food was delicious. She was accustomed to the cultural lifestyle that we are struggling to keep alive. She prepared sealskins for drying and when dried, helped store them for selling. She produced sealskin boots which were waterproof and worn each year. Many times the sealskin boots were softened up on a stick that is still placed next to the chair at her winter place. Eva was the mother of 5 children, 3 girls and 2 boys. I am proud to say that she delivered me and my younger brother. She was family-oriented, and when her meals were cooked, she would set the table for all that was there at the time. She was quick to offer a lunch of a cup of tea and bread when company came. Because they lived at their cabin year-round, staple food, sugar, salt, butter, lard, for her to stock up on. In short, things were purchased first, along with her cigarettes. After that came her supply of doublemint and spearmint gum, peppermint and spearmint knobs, candy kisses, and chocolate bars. I was always amused when we ran out of candy during our summer and Easter breaks because she would pull out her box with treats, amazed because she kept them so long and waited to share. She loved company to talk to and shared stories with those who wanted to listen. Stories of things that happened to them and stories that were passed on to her that were told by others. It was a pleasure to listen and learn of the past. She completed grade 3 in school and was always sharp at arithmetic. She took care of matters which required her attention and talked it over with her spouse, matters such as bills, forms which had to be completed for salmon and boat licenses and whatever. She read stories from the Bible, other books, and even comic strips to our grandfather who was illiterate. She was there for her family through letters when she could not be there in person. As their lives were changed, when it was required for her children to attend school here in Riglet, she continued the traditional lifestyle, living off the land with her husband. They would travel to Riglet when the ice was good enough to travel on, usually in January month. It was like Christmas for all of us all over again. The grub box was open, and there she had placed knitted socks and beaded necklaces. Necklaces she had produced in her own style. We could choose whatever we wanted. She gave to people and people gave back to her. She had a chest full of beautiful things that were given to her by friends and family, which she would not use. Every time she opened her box, I was curious to know what was inside. Back then, nice things were hard to come by, and it was like a treasure chest opening to me. Her treasures of pillowcases embroidered with flowers, little forks and knives with fancy baby blue and pink handles. I will always remember that. She was a housewife and confidant for our grandfather. They always spoke to each other in Inuktitut and wasn't ashamed of their language. It was a large part of who she was and where she came from. Being there through all the changes in culture and language, she never lost who she was. She always spoke the truth, even if it was something that someone didn't want to hear or agree with. A Labrador Inuit who was born on the land and wasn't afraid to shoot at animals when the need arose. She loved Yahtzee, Chinese checkers, card hockey, cribbage, and various card games. She was small, strong, and resilient. That is why she is my inspiration.